Off my nuts. What's up, douchebags? It's
the Steamer and the Champ. That's funny. That caught me off guard.
Yeah. That's to all you guys that would not get off my nutsack the past 5 days. People have lives. It's unfortunate that stuff happens, but it is what it is. But
yeah, douchebags.
we are here for week 5.
BOFAcast 5.
Some interesting things happening this week. A lot of suspensions.
Oh, a lot of people coming back.
A lot of people coming back from suspensions.
I was like, who got suspended?
No, yeah. I meant people not suspended anymore.
Yeah,
Julian Edelman, Mark Ingram.
Who is not going to get any touches, but...
last year people thought that too.
Well, the difference is he was a starter first last year. Kamara came in.
I know, but I don't know. I think he gets touches because it worked for him last year. Like the two, we were just talking about that. How I don't think committees work unless two guys have different skill sets. I think Kamara is just such a good pass catching back, and he can also run. But Mark Ingram's more of the dude who just plows it in there.
We'll see.
But
Kamara's just been getting so many touches. I don't know how they.
Snickers 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Snickers 14.
Snickers 14.
May have to plug it in. No capital or anything. Sorry guys, logging into the computer. Now you know the password to my computer.
Yeah. Do you have any better? Is this it?
Yeah, that's it. Alright, so we're going to gig in here to the recap. Let's just get my game out of the way because that was bullcrap. So I ended up losing by 14 points. And that was with my second RB being a guy named Devontae Booker who doesn't play very much.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. I didn't see that until after a game started.
Yeah.
And but it's also funny because you almost won.
I did almost win. Yeah, it was very, and that was also my defense got -9 points. Yeah. So I didn't have an RB2, and my defense got -9 points, and I almost won the game. That's a positive sign for my team, but
yeah, that's true.
So I'm sitting there Sunday morning. We're in Galveston. We're going to eat lunch, and I'm checking my lineup, and I'm reading about Chris Carson, and they're all like, yeah, everyone suspects him to play, he played, finished the game, hit later, and everything. So I was like, okay. And then I get a notification about an hour after the 12 o'clock games started that said he was out, and the rest of my running backs played at noon. So that was unfortunate.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm interested to see if anyone tried to pick up Cam Newton. Have you looked at that yet?
You picked up Cam Newton.
I did, but did anybody else bid on him? We'll get on that later, guys. I
didn't even know you dropped him. That's the thing.
I did it kind of. Well, I had to drop him to pick up someone who played on Monday. Yeah. There's only 2 teams that play on Monday, so I had to take my pick.
Yeah.
Sucked. And I could only drop him or Adrian Peterson, because they're the only 2 in buys. But anyways,
yeah, unfortunate.
I lost. I don't know
Kevin
why.
Got the dub. You played Kevin, right?
Yeah, I played Kevin. Kevin got the wind. The wind. My phone's not showing the score. I don't know why. It's showing the current players this week, so we may have to look at it on there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Kevin had that tight end go off. That really helped him win. I know that. Kettle, I think.
Oh, George Kittle?
Yeah, I think he had a really good game.
He did do good last week.
That was big for him. And then, of course, Kareem Hunt had a big night.
Yep. Which he hasn't looked that great this year. But...
Who, Hunt?
Yeah.
Well, numbers-wise, no.
Yeah, that's why obviously numbers.
Yeah.
I'm not watching every Chiefs game. I'm just watching the highlights of the thousands of touchdowns they're throwing.
Last week was the first time I actually got to see the Chiefs and see Mahomes play. It was impressive, but...
Yeah, I think he's the real deal.
He was making some impressive throws.
Yeah. So, you lost
by 14.
By 14.
14.2.
Yeah, like I said, hard to win when you have
Yeah, that was with a 28 spot on my bench as well. Within a running back with 28 points on the bench.
Unfortunate.
But that's it. We can move away from mine. Whatever. Let's go to the next one.
Fitnick and Jamie. Jamie actually coming up with the win by about 20 points.
Yeah.
And I think that's largely in part due to, I mean, his players just all did pretty okay. You know, no one did bad on his team. You know, no one out of double digits besides his defense and kicker. That's always nice. But his biggest score was Marshawn Lynch. And on Fitnick's side, you know, he had the very high ceiling with Mahomes and Thielen, and then the 0-point Lions D, the 3.3 out of Dallas Goedert, the 4.5 out of Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette, man, that guy, I don't know what's going on with that guy, but yeah, you know, it's
I would have loved to have 0 points for my defense.
Yeah.
-9. I would have lost by like 5, man.
Also, Lamar Miller only 5 points, so hard to do that when you got so many people scoring less than 5 points. But
yeah. I mean,
Jamie changed his name to Zeke Top Kevin Bottom. Very unoriginal, Jamie. Very unoriginal. I also didn't change my name this week. Let's see how that goes.
Well, I was ready. I was all in on the I'm fitting to win out, and then I got screwed. So I had to change that before Kevin beat me because going into the week.
I'm gonna go to mine.
Yeah, let's go to this one.
You know, I made some bad decisions regarding the Thursday night football game. I thought it was going to be a low-scoring defensive game. It was not. It was the complete opposite. It was a shootout.
Yeah,
and I had in every league I have either Kirk Cousins or Jared Goff. Benched them in all three, and didn't work out for me.
Baker only got 12.
Yeah, he threw 2 picks and had a fumble.
Because I saw his numbers, I was like, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't. If he didn't have the turnovers, he would have had probably 20 points because he probably would have scored more.
Yeah, the 33 hurts.
Yeah, I mean, if I plug that in, that's 20 extra points. I win off of 20 extra points.
Yeah, and John played all the right people.
I don't know why the scores. Yeah, he played all the right people.
And Julio went off. Diggs went off. And Corey Davis went off.
Corey Davis did go off. That OT did not help me because I had a player in that game, in Jay Ajayi, and I just knew that he wasn't going to get anything extra from the overtime, you know?
Yeah.
But I knew Corey Davis, you know, it's a court, you know, people throw the ball. I don't know. It kind of sucks. And then
that has to be Corey Davis' high scoring game of the year, right? Has he even scored 20 any other time this year?
He's been looking pretty good, man. If you want to look at his...
Yeah, let's look at his stats.
And I've been a hater because last year he did not look good. But he didn't get that close. Okay. But 12, 10, 5...
That's what I thought.
But all these games, it's like Marcus Mariota hasn't been playing because his hand's been messed up.
Yeah, I get that. But
so, I don't know.
Crazy.
He's definitely the number one.
Wasn't that against Philly?
Yeah, it was against Philly. Tennessee, I think Tennessee's their defense has been really good. Like, surprisingly good. And their offense, you know, if they can get that to come around without the old Delaney, I think that's what he's benefiting from, too. Snow Delaney.
That's true.
So, but yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks. If I would have just left my quarterback alone, I would have been fine. But, I mean, it doesn't help when, Javarius Allen, 7 points. Juju had a bad night, 10 points. Marvin didn't do – he missed touchdown catch and only got 8.6 points. Start of the day for me was definitely Taylor Gabriel. Did that right before the game. And to John, who said Anthony Miller hasn't played all year, he has played every game so far this year. So screw you. And he is the number 2 on that team. So screw you. It was a good start.
Yeah.
Also, it's nice having a kicker this thing.
Yeah. Tough losses for us because they easily could have been wins. But
yeah.
What are you gonna do? We're 1-3 now.
Yeah. We're tied for last with Jacob and Seth.
I think it's just Jacob.
No, there's another Nick Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Seth's 2-2 now. Okay. Speaking of Seth, let's go look at Seth's match with Fitnick. This is week 5. I'm sorry. That's this week.
Awkward
silence while we wait for a computer to load.
Technical difficulties. We should just change the podcast name to Technical Difficulties. Nick difficulties.
We already did that one. Yeah, so let's do Seth Nick Robinson, which was a very close game. I just saw this actually.
Yeah, it was a very close game.
Seth won by 1.2 points.
Yeah.
Or not even a point. He won by 0.9 points. That's gotta hurt. Oh, you started that Fitz magic though. That's gotta suck.
Did he have another quarterback that he even could have played though?
Yes, he does. He has Carson Wentz. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I feel you there.
Also, he's got some bench points. Jordan Nelson played well again 2 weeks in a row. Mohamed Sanu had a good week. Yeah, and I mean Seth made all the right plays because his bench there are no points on it. So. Yeah, Also, who would have expected Drew Brees only having 8.6 points?
Yeah, that's a weird quarterback
matchup
right there.
But I mean, Cooper Kupp helps, man, and Amari Cooper. This guy's basically Seth. You need to go say thank you to Cooper Kupp. I'm an idiot and benched him in a league.
Yeah.
But nothing really else to say about that matchup. There's some different starts that could have been made, but a little bit surprising. And I got a couple more matchups.
Yeah, the fantasy app has been weird lately.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been weird for you lately, but it's been very laggy and like.
It's some real janky shit going on.
Yeah,
that's what's going on. That's what
ESPN, man.
I mean, I don't like any other freaking
it's like our
sites
podcast.
anyways.
Technical difficulties.
Are you looking at the Daniel Tate.
Yeah, so let's give him a quick on the picks. Eddie got 0 picks right.
Yeah, I got 0 right, and then Carson got 2.
I got 2.
Right.
So
2 Carson got right was Jamie
and this one.
And this one.
I picked Tate to win this matchup.
Yep.
And I don't know.
Daniel, this is why I don't give you podcasts, because you just let me down all day, man.
What's his name now?
The tummy tickler.
The tummy tickler. Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Honestly, his team didn't do terrible. I mean, he scored 160 points.
No, yeah, they did. But
just Dalvin Cook, didn't do well, and Ramsey didn't do well, which you don't expect either of those things really when they're.
Yeah, I mean when you score the highest, when you play the person that scores the highest.
Jared Goff, 40 points. Melvin Gordon's a beast, man.
Yeah.
Is he the number 2 running back this year? I think he is. He's just so good.
After this week, he may be number 1.
He has to be. He's averaging so much points. He's averaging 27 points. I know he's not number 1. Kamara's number 1. Kamara's a freak of nature.
That's true. He's probably still number 2.
I just don't know if it's him or Gurley. I know Saquon's 4, and Saquon's averaging 22 points a game. So, very consistent so far, my boy.
All right, so now to the shred of the week, and it was right. No, I'm just kidding. It was right if you flip the scores. But
unfortunate.
Jacob's team had a day, and now,
who would have thought that shit?
Now his name is Baby Come Back, so I think he is
he's feeling himself a little bit.
Feeling himself because of that one win. But.
Yeah.
But hey, he has just as many wins as me and you. So.
Yep, can't talk that. Yeah. I mean, but hey, honestly, like.
Zeke, right?
No, Kamara. He has Kamara. He has Kamara. He has Dante Moncrief had a good week. I don't think he does that.
No, I mean
very often. Jared Cook, number 1 tight end in fantasy right now, believe it or not. And then Alshon Jeffrey came back and did his thing.
Yeah, he had some good matchups.
Literally those 4 guys. Sure. The rest of his team didn't do anything. I mean, Tom Brady did okay, but those 4 guys won the game pretty much. I mean, on the other side, Brady had Golden Tate do well. A. Brown has not been doing well this year. Matt Ryan's been hot. Jordan Howard did not get the touches in that game. Tariq Cohen actually got more touches than him.
Drake had a good day. I can't wait to get to activity. I want to know what happened this week. I haven't really looked at it, so I'm sure someone tried to pick him up.
Sammy. Browns D. You got some little scores.
Well, Sammy got hurt, and he was out for most of the game.
Yeah, but.
So that was big.
He dropped a gooser. So.
Yeah. All right, let's go to activity.
Yeah. Let's
see what's going down on the activity. I feel like I haven't been involved since my group me doesn't send me notifications, so I kind of feel like
it's alright. I forgot who it was. Someone was like, I think it was Jacob, saying that we need more banter, more shit talk.
Yeah, I remember that because I want water bets. Come on, Cowboys fans, where y'all at? It's Cowboy Texans week. I need.
Oh yeah, it is.
I need some. I
was listening
some water bets, guys.
Living in good old San Antonio, listening to ESPN San Antonio radio. I was listening to them talk.
R.I.P. the Hardline.
I don't know. Is that it?
That's the show that used to come on from 11 to 2.
Oh.
They don't have it anymore.
I never listened to that at that time. I only ever listen to it in the morning on the way home, and on the way home, it's that show that you hate, The Blitz.
The Blitz. I don't like either of those guys.
Yeah. So
they're biased Cowboys fans.
So they were talking the other night. I was driving home, and I think it was Tuesday, and they were like, "Is the Texans Cowboys really a rivalry, or do the Texans just think it's rivalry and the Cowboys just don't?" And it's it was like the stupidest 1 hour conversation I've ever listened to in my life.
They are awful at their job. I don't know.
Speaking of rivalries,
we're much better here in this podcast.
We also got I know it's not football, but we got playoff baseball going on right now. Did you watch any of the wild card games?
I watched some of the Rockies game.
It was a good one.
It's a good one. I went to bed, didn't stay up for 13 innings.
Yeah, and then the Yankees did.
I'm excited to watch the Yankees and Red Sox.
That's gonna be a series, man.
But yeah,
excited for my Dodgers. Want another NL West.
Hopefully it'll be their year. I don't know, man.
I don't know either. It doesn't look good. I thought last year was probably their chance.
I think it was too, especially when you're up, man. Yeah. Or they were
down the whole time.
They were down, but they won that game 6, going back home for game 7. I thought
they won games.
It was 3-2. They won game 6, and they went to game 7.
Yeah, they lost game 1. Won games 2 and 3, lost games 4 and 5, and then won game 6, lost game 7. So they were up 2-1 at one point. But when they were up 2-1, they were in Houston.
They went back to Houston, but they were
they lost 2 out of 3 in Houston, and then they lost 2 out of 4 at home.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, when you got 4 games at home, you gotta win that shit. Anyways,
this is not a baseball podcast, but hey,
honestly, I'd probably have more fun doing that. Just kidding.
I would have a lot more fun if my team wasn't 1-3.
So, at the top of the waiver wires, we got Cam Newton for $11.
No one else bid on him.
And yes.
Oh.
Kevin did bid on him.
For 6? Okay, so I didn't get totally screwed. I could have bid more, or less, but
and then,
I wanted Cam Newton back. I wanted him back.
Yeah. And lots of bids for Vance McDonald. John, the winner in that, with the $9 bid. Tummy Tickler and Vaughn with the win both bid $7. Incredibly Enraged Bumps bid $5, and I think that's it. But yeah, lots of bids for Vance McDonald. I mean, he had that huge.
Someone picked up Chubb.
Yeah, I tried to pick him up too. I bid for $2, but it's whatever.
It's funny. I was really wanting to hold on to him. I drafted him.
Just because, I don't know. I think the fact that he can make those plays is like, the Browns might be like, well, this is why we drafted him. And maybe they'll start working him in a little bit more, because maybe over Duke Johnson, because Duke Johnson's not doing anything this year. It's really the Hyde show, which, I mean, Hyde deserves it. He's a good
he does.
Player, so. But, I could definitely see Nick Chubb maybe taking that number 2 role.
Maybe. And that's what I was hoping when I drafted him, but...
Yeah. But we'll see.
I didn't want to hold on to him that long.
When you score 2 50-yard touchdowns, I feel like he's gonna get picked up. And then we got Willie Snead getting picked up for $7 by Jamie, dropping Ricky Seals Jones.
Don't think anyone else bid on him.
Yep, no one else bid
Wow,
on him.
that's a tough $7.
And then we got Kiki Coot, the Houston
Who picked him up?
receiver by Brady, who dropped Peyton Barber for $6. I don't think. Oh no, we got Baby Come Back, bid $5 on him. Get outbid by $1.
His name is Kiki Cutie.
Is it QT?
He played at Tech, and was their best receiver last year.
And then we got Jameson Crowder getting picked up by Jamie, who dropped Brandon Marshall. No one else tried to pick him up either. And
how much did he bid on?
$5.
So Jamie spent $12 more than what he needed to do.
And then Chester Rogers picked up for $5 by Fitnick, who outbid Kevin, who bid $3. So there's that. And then I did skip one. Sorry. Titans D got picked up for $8 by Seth, which a lot of people bid on.
Well, of course, because they're playing the Bills, right?
I would not have. Yeah, they're playing the Bills, but yeah. Nick bid $4. John bid $3. Kevin bid $3. I bid $2, or Tate bid $2. I bid $1. So.
I'd rather my defense scored -9 than bid. No, I'm just kidding.
And then we got. I bid $2 on Taywan Taylor, Tennessee receiver. Adam Vinatieri picked up for $2 by Seth. Ravens D picked up for $2 by John, who outbid Kevin, who also bid $2, but probably just didn't do it quick enough. And so then Kevin got the Broncos D. That's his fourth choice defense. And then, yeah.
Is Kevin still keeping 2 defenses on his roster?
I don't know. Alfred Blue also picked up for $1, and same with Josh Lambo, the Jacksonville kicker. So
$1 for the kicker. All right.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on, but,
a little bit.
Some shuffling, some.
Yeah. So, meme of the week, guys. Y'all suck at sending meme of the week. So nothing really caught my eye this week. I asked Eddie. He said nothing really caught his eye. We kind of liked the one with Patrick Mahomes looking like Steph's daughter, but nothing good.
Yeah.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Bad memes.
Also, the meme of the freaking alert, the national alert, is such a garbage meme. Please stop sending them. So annoying.
And we're not gonna have a guest this week because y'all are all douchebags. So no.
Also, I'm tired and I kind of want to do this podcast as quickly as possible. So.
Eddie is sleepy.
It's been a rough week, so I'm ready for it to be Friday and for Friday to be over. And
next week will be much better, guys. We'll get back in. We'll dig back into our grounds. We'll have a guest, depending on if you guys stop being douchebags. I'm just kidding. We love you. We love our supporters.
So, I guess let's get right into the
matchups.
First matchup, yeah. We want to start with you and John.
Yeah, let's start with me and John. We can start with that one.
So it's kind of weird because we are doing this on Thursday night.
Yeah, so we kind of know some scores of some people
kind of know
playing.
some scores. I know someone already has 27 points, and that's gonna be.
Yeah.
So we might have some a
little bit of bias.
Or more educated predictions than normal, but for the most part they're still going to be genuine because most people only have 1 or 2 people.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have Phillip Rivers in my lineup right now.
Yeah, Phillip, Adrian Peterson, Naheem Hines, who's playing right now.
Yeah, he's playing right now. He scored 28 last week, so that would be nice.
DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Boyd, Michael Crabtree, Zach Ertz, D. Westbrook, Vikings D, and Jake Elliott.
Yep.
Looks like a pretty good squad to me.
Not
A
bad.
little hurt by T.Y.
Yeah, T.Y. being out hurts me. I'm ditching Alex Collins this week. I chose to do Hines instead. John has Big Ben, James Conner, who's been on the down slope a little bit.
I agree.
Carlos Hyde, Stephon Diggs, Julio Jones, Corey Davis, Vance McDonald, Kerryon Johnson, Ravens DST, and then Brian McManus. So also, John's receivers are just good. Diggs, Julio. You just see those names back and back. That's good receivers.
It's scary. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, matchup wise, I think we both have favorable matchups.
I do too. I think most of the league, like offensively, has favorable matchups. Like a lot of good defenses are playing like bad offenses, and a lot of good offenses are playing bad defenses. So
one thing I hate is when all my guys play at noon.
Oh yeah, I like it when they're scattered. I like to have at least a guy play like Sunday night. Yeah. I don't mind not having someone on Monday though, because Mondays are kind of shitty.
I just feel like people sometimes perform a little better in like primetime games, especially big names. And so this week I have some primetime games. Like I have the Monday games, I have a Sunday night game, and I have some Sunday afternoon games. John has mostly all Sunday noon games besides one Diggs.
Game, yeah.
Not that means a whole lot, but
definitely feels like you don't have like pace with like the day. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does. But I don't know. But this is gonna be a tough matchup for me. I really need a win here. So of course I'm gonna pick me this matchup.
Yep.
So Eddie, you can make your pick, but
it's tough because, like you said, there's good matchups on both sides.
Yeah, it really is.
Real question mark for me is I have him in the league is Adrian Peterson.
Just because he's fighting an injury, or?
Yes.
I mean, he's produced this year.
I know, but there's one game that he didn't produce, and that's the game they just threw to Chris Thompson all day, and I feel like
that could happen here because of the shootout.
Yeah. And also, I don't know how consistent Dede has been.
I mean, pretty good.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't be in there if I had T.Y. playing this week, but
T.Y.
He's been good, and I think against Kansas City, it could be he could get a lot of looks and he could get a lot of touches, and it could be another shootout, and I don't know, a lot of offense there. I'm worried about.
You know what?
I'm worried about Peterson, but I'm not really worried about anybody else. On John's team, I'm hoping Corey Davis doesn't produce like he did, and that the Steelers are limited. I'm hoping Atlanta's D kind of knocks
I'm also
out.
going to go you, Carson.
Wow, all right. The podcast member's sticking together.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Vance McDonald is. I think he was that one-hit wonder kind of tight end. Like, what's his name? The guy that John picked up a couple weeks ago. Will Disley.
Oh yeah.
I think he's.
I hope so. I just really hope.
Mainly, I'm scared about him, and then Julio. I think he's Julio, but I don't know. I just see Calvin Ridley as such a target threat now.
I hope that game is just sloppy and it's.
That's another thing too. Is their game looks sloppy the other night.
It does, yeah. So all right, so both picks for me start out, and that's cool. I like that. I like it a lot. I guess we can move on to next on my list is Prison Mike versus Zeke Top Kevin Bottom.
Me too.
I don't really get that name. Am I missing something?
It's from the show The League. And one of the dude's name was always like he would put like his two teammates. I don't know. I don't get that. Jamie's weird. I don't know.
Alright.
Kevin's got a couple question marks.
Yeah.
In terms of people he hasn't normally started, in Zach Pascal, receiver for the Colts, Aaron Jones, who has been back from suspension for 2 weeks now. Other than that, pretty much standard from him. Michael Thomas, Kareem Hunt, Andy Dalton. Has he always had
I
Andy
don't
Dalton?
think he had Andy Dalton against me last week. I think he played Stafford.
But no Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Not starting Crowell this week after that crappy performance last week.
Has Randall Cobb on the bench.
No Bears defense.
Yeah.
So,
a good replacement with the Broncos D against the Jets, but.
Yeah.
All right, so Jamie has Rodgers, who he has recently traded for. Devontae Freeman's back. David Johnson in there. Keenan Allen. Devontae Adams. Willie Snead, who he just picked up, is in the starting lineup. Eric Ebron, who is playing right now. Marshawn Lynch, Texans D, and Robbie Gould.
Yeah, it's...
This is interesting because Kevin's projected is really low.
It is really low. And I think that Zach Pascal is like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a
like,
weird play.
I understand like the predicament you're in. I don't know what Cobb's situation is. You don't really want to give up any of your spots, but I feel like there's some better receivers that you could have picked up that could have got you like at least 10 points.
Well,
but
as of right now, we can see, but he's not.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You know, I don't know, but
I don't know.
Jamie's team, like, Devontae Freeman's a question mark. You know, who knows how well he hasn't done well this year.
Right.
Before his injury, so who knows how he's gonna do after it. And then Willie Snead too. He's kind of, he's the number 3 receiver.
He's the number 3, yeah.
He's a number 3, and it's.
And I know it helps. They've been throwing the ball well, so all 3 of their guys have been getting 10+ points, but I don't know. I don't know what happens there.
Sorry, Kareem Hunt's got a tough matchup with the
Jacksonville,
Jags,
yeah.
So that's not.
I bet that's hurt his projection. I bet they've kind of took him down a little bit, projected wise.
For the most part, Jamie has some pretty good matchups though.
Yeah.
I think I'm not, and I'll probably go on Jamie, just because I think his matchups are superior and more.
I too will go Jamie. I know we're not giving the people much excitement picking the same thing, but it'll change up later on. It's only the second matchup, but yeah, I think Jamie wins this. Me and Eddie have a water bet online, so we gotta agree. We can't just we made a water bet for this. Whoever finishes best in picks.
Oh, I thought you meant this matchup.
No.
I was like, whoa, dude.
whoa.
I'm not water betting.
Eddie doesn't know.
I'm not putting Jamie in my
we're both water betting that Jamie wins, so.
I'm not putting my fate in Jamie's hands. Screw that. Alright, and on to our probably most biased, maybe.
Oh, really? Is this one?
Yeah, so, look at that. Well, yeah, I'd say it's...
Well, they both have 2 people playing.
Yeah.
Both a kicker and their flex.
But this team is up. They need touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not looking good. And they're fine with kicking field goals. And
that is true.
He needs to catch up. So they're literally, he's on the good end of it. But anyways, we're starting off with this Seth versus Fitnick. Seth got the, coming off a good week.
Yeah, very good week. Highest, no, that was Tate that scored the highest. Seth won, though.
Seth's team did good.
2-2 now.
Drew Brees had an off week, but he's got Mark Ingram back. He's got Phillip Lindsay in there. Amari Cooper off a good week. Cooper Kupp off a great week.
Yeah.
Demaryius Thomas, Jimmy Graham, Julian Edelman's back, who's playing right now, who has 6 points as we speak. Adam Vinatieri, who has 4 points as we speak. And, his team looks rather good compared to a couple weeks ago. It's crazy what those suspensions. And I always knew that he had those suspensions coming back.
Yeah.
But his team looks a lot better now. Granted, he's projected to have a little total this week because Julian Edelman's not doing that great, and it's already third quarter and they're up. So who knows how much more looks he'll get.
Yeah, first game back too. So.
And then we got Fitnick, got the Patrick Mahomes, very tough matchup against Jacksonville. Deion Lewis, good matchup against Buffalo. Lamar Miller, he's kind of been trash, whoever you play him against. Adam Thielen, who has proved me wrong. Kenny G, smooth routes, who has become one of my favorite receivers in fantasy football, and I hate that I don't have him in this league. Will Fuller, who has exceeded my expectations. Jordan Reed, it's been okay. Nothing great, but he's been okay. And then he's got Chester Rogers starting tonight in the flex.
Yeah.
Panthers D.
I like
Stephen Gostkowski.
Fitnick's team. He has just some kind of scrappy dudes that aren't super big names, but
I mean,
they score a bunch of points.
They're
becoming big names. That's the thing.
It's just.
Like I said, like you were saying, this one is already kind of tough.
His running backs are meh.
Yeah.
His Patrick Mahomes, I mean, as good as he's been, he wasn't super great last week. He came down to earth a little bit, and he's got the toughest matchup he's probably going to see all season. So.
All right, well, I'm going to throw a shot in the dark here, and I'm going to pick Seth to win this game.
Oh, okay.
I think Drew Brees does good. I think his receivers do good. I think Phillip Lindsay does good. And I think Jimmy does good. So I think he catches up from the 11 points he's down right now or whatever it is. So I'm going to go with Seth here.
I'm going to go Fitnick.
Okay.
His receivers just think too good. Thielen's got a sort of tough matchup, but I thought that last week. So I'm done doubting him.
I think he's tough matchup proof just because he's gonna get the looks. He's gonna get the touches.
And
so
also I like Will Fuller against Dallas a lot. I like Kenny G against Green Bay a lot. So
okay.
And I'm honestly expecting Chester Rogers to do a little bit more damage. So but yeah, I got Fitnick in that one.
All right. Let's move on to your matchup here.
Oh boy.
You were playing Vaughn with a win, the guy who scored the most points last week.
Yeah, but you know what happened last time I scored the guy with the most points the next week?
You beat him.
Funny.
Not funny, but I looked at the most points against after this week, and I took over number one.
Oh,
I have the most points against me now, so.
There you go, Nick.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But, hey, whatever.
Yeah, it sucks. It's unfortunate. So, Tate's got, Jared Goff coming off a huge week. Melvin Gordon, one of the best backs
in the game.
In fantasy, in the game, in the real game. So anyway, Michelle, just playing right now. Not having a stellar night.
No.
But, I mean, that could change. There's 2 quarters to play.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks, Tyreek Hill, tough Jacksonville matchup, but he's fast as shit, so who knows. Emmanuel Sanders at the Jets. Got Trey Burton in right now. And Doug Baldwin and the Seahawks both at home against the Rams. And then Matt Bryant as his kicker. And I have going back to pretty much my standard lineup. And Kirk Cousins, Saquon Barkley, Jay Juju, Devin Funchess, Kyle Rudolph, Travis Kelce, Marvin Jones. I got the Colts D in right now. It's not looking too good for that. I'm probably going to end up with negative points. But
yeah, hey, just hope you don't get -9.
I just, I'm going to be honest, I've been busy. I forgot to set up my defense after I didn't get my bids from the auction. So it sucks, but what can you do? And I got Dan Bailey.
Matchup-wise, I see some tough ones, but some favorable ones on each side. So I feel like you kind of have a little more tough I don't know. He has some tough matchups too. This is probably the game with the most tough matchups. Travis Kelce's against Jacksonville. He has Tyreek Hill against Jacksonville. He has Doug Baldwin against the Rams.
I think Travis Kelce does better than Tyreek.
Gets his no matter what.
Yeah. Well, Jacksonville's front seven's good, but I think they're more so good against the run. And I think Travis Kelce's one of, if not the hardest tight end to cover because of how fast he is. So he's basically a receiver in a sense. So
yeah,
I don't know. And I feel like Mahomes is loving him more and more and more and more.
He is.
Since that bad first week. And Tyreek Hill, I mean, 2 weeks ago he had more like 2 catches for like 40 yards. It wasn't that great of a showing, but.
So you're obviously going with you, right?
Yeah, I'm going with me.
Okay.
I like. Yeah, I don't know. I think my team bounces back a little bit. I think Devin Funchess has a good week against the Giants. I think Marvin Jones. I'm hoping Marvin Jones has a good week against the Packers. And Saquon's gonna do his thing. Saquon has scored at least 20 points every week, and I'm pretty much just rolling with that. I don't think he just gets so much touches, and he's so athletic. I just don't see him either not scoring a touchdown or not getting catches because, they're down so much, and he's such an easy check down for Eli.
Yeah, no, he's going to get his for sure.
And then, I mean, it's kind of just up to, is J.J. going to get in the end zone?
Both flexes scare me for both teams. His really scares me.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is very tough for me to pick. But, man. I'm going to go with you as well, Eddie.
Oh.
I'm going to go with you as well. I don't really know why. The names that stick out to me is Kirk.
I'm probably never going to bench him again.
Saquon. And honestly, Funchess.
I know Funchess. That matchup just looks like good to me, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
So I can't think of more favorable matchups on his side. Gordon, obviously. Goff, possibly, probably. But other than that, I have a hard time picking a favorable matchup. So to me, I have 3-2. I go with you, Eddie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Screw you, Daniel. Get off on that sack.
Daniel.
Tate. Don't know why I said Daniel.
Screw you, Daniel, too.
Yeah.
Screw you all.
Screw everybody.
All right, let's go to the...
What did I say when the podcast's open? Sub-douchebags?
Sub-douchebags.
Yeah.
Let's go to the game. The game.
The game? This one?
The game. Yes. That's the one, right? Or did we actually skipped it, I think.
Did we?
We did.
No. Oh, no. You picked against it.
No, I didn't.
We both picked it. Wow.
Alright, well, for the
shred
of the week.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be Jamie. We kind of forgot. We, went through everything. I mean.
It's okay. I think it's, what do you call it? It's meant to be. This is the game I kind of wanted to pick anyways. Anyways, shred of the week. We are picking incredibly enraged bumps.
Oh, so we are
to shred Sponge Rob Gronk pants.
Yeah, sorry, Brady.
Brady had a tough game last week. We picked him 2 weeks in a row to be the shredder. So we're in return picking him to get shredded this time.
Yeah, I don't know.
This worked last time with Tate.
This did work last time. Yeah, James White coming off a hot start, already, so that helps. Gronk, not doing too well. They're up a lot. Doubt they're gonna have to throw that much. But yeah, let's go through the lineups. Brady's got Matt Ryan again. Joe Mixon coming back from injury. Blah Powell.
Wow.
A. Brown, Golden Tate, Geronimo Allison, Gronk, Sammy Watkins.
Coming back from an injury, also playing Jacksonville.
Browns, D, and Mason Crosby. Yeah, just Joe Mixon. I don't know about that. Also, Blah Powell. How much points does he really get?
Yeah.
A. Brown also very consistent.
I think he needs A. Brown to go off.
Yeah, I think he does too.
Because
it sure ain't gonna be Gronk. It could also be Golden Tate.
It could be.
It could be Golden Tate.
It could be.
But Geronimo Allison, not too sure about that. I mean, he's looked okay.
Yeah, but on Nick's side, Wentz, Zeke, who is looking pretty good. Yeah, James White obviously is doing good right now.
Jarvis
is gonna, I think, get his.
Yeah, he's gonna get his.
Woods could be the same way. You know, he could be the cup this weekend. You never know.
Nelson Aguilar.
Nelson Aguilar scares me a little bit.
Yeah, especially with Alshon back. You don't know. Also, Austin Jenkins scares me as well.
Yeah,
but he does have a good matchup.
Yeah.
He does have a good matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, look at there. Andrew Luck just threw a 14-yard pass to Eric Ebron for a touchdown.
Yep, he did.
So, look at there. And he's also got Mohamed Sanu, EOSD, and Josh Lambo, Jacksonville kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like James White's matchup, and I mean, it's kind of showing through 2.5 quarters. He's got 22 points.
Yeah, I think Zeke could have a good day. I think Wentz could have a good day. I think Jarvis could have a good day.
Jarvis is just a catch machine. You don't even need him to get touchdowns. He's just going to get you, like, up towards 10 catches.
Mm-hmm.
And yards on top of that. And then, yeah, I think Robert Woods could potentially have a good game.
So this is why we are picking Nick Robinson to shred Brady Corbett.
Yep.
That is happening. That is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Hopefully. But it'll happen. Alright, so on to the last matchup. Right? Yeah. Last matchup, we have Tummy Tickler versus Baby Comeback. So this one is kind of lopsided right now as we're doing this Thursday night. Someone has 0 points and someone has 22.4. So.
Someone has Tom Brady.
And someone has Josh Gordon.
Yeah, Josh Gordon.
In the starting lineup.
You stuck your guns with him, Daniel. Props to that. I would have gave up on that mother effer already.
Yeah, but hey, he's in the starting lineup and he's producing a whopping 0 points so far.
Yeah, Jacob's lineup finally coming to fruition last week. Tom Brady, Christian McCaffrey back in off a bye. Alvin Kamara, Larry Fitzgerald, Alshon. Dante Moncrief off a good week. Jared Cook off a good week.
Cook, who's been doing
Derrick
good.
Henry, he still looks like crap. Chargers, DST, and Justin Tucker.
And best kicker in the league?
Is he? Still?
I don't know. I think he really is, like, playing-wise.
Oh, playing-wise, yeah, I agree. But fantasy-wise.
I don't know if he is fantasy-wise. But.
Who knows? Yeah, he is. Number 1.
All right. Kicker. There you go, Jacob.
Good thing you drafted him in this 4th round.
Tummy Tickler has obviously Deshaun in there. Todd Gurley and TJ Yeldon's in the starting lineup right now. He's questionable. Then he has at his receivers Beckham and AJ Green, who's been doing really good. Josh Gordon, who has 0 points right now in the third quarter. And he has Austin Hooper as his tight end. Calvin Ridley's in his flex, who's been doing really good. Rams GST against Seattle and Will Lutz against Washington. So, this one's interesting.
It is.
Because I feel like if we were picking this last night, we pick Daniel.
Are we?
If we're picking this last night, scores 0. I don't know. See, because I still want to pick Daniel right now, but it's hard because he's down 22-4.
You're telling me you didn't know Josh Gordon was not going to do jack crap last night?
I did, but I also think Dante Moncrief could do jack crap, and Derrick Henry could do jack crap, and Ridley could do really good, and
shootout against crappy defense.
That's true.
not a shootout, but it's gonna be. It's not like it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think the over under is like pretty high actually for Jacksonville game.
All right. Well, I'll put the decision on you. I'll pick Jacob to win this game.
Interesting. I also pick.
I'll
Jacob
make
to
you.
win.
You will. Okay.
Yep.
I'll let you pick against Todd Gurley. Does he? Oh, I guess he doesn't have Dalvin Cook in there. But I mean, it's understandable. He hasn't done much, so. All right. So that wraps up the matchups for this week.
Mainly, also, let me just kind of say why I picked Jacob. As bad as Derrick Henry looks, he's against Buffalo. He's going to get some yards, maybe even a touchdown. Who knows? Moncrief, like I said, playing bad defense, and they might be having to play catch-up. Who knows how good Mahomes is going to do. I also think Alshon has a good game again. And McCaffrey and Kamara, both in not great but not terrible matchups. And then, Gordon's got a goose egg right now. I wouldn't doubt if he finished the night with the goose egg.
Yeah.
And Austin Hooper, don't trust that dude at all. I don't know why the hell you're playing two Atlanta receivers in a sense. So, but,
yeah.
To
All right.
each their own, but yeah,
I mean,
you are a better.
We need Jacob to
so.
win this game. We need guys that are 3-1 to lose. So.
Well, that's it. We just went through all the matchups.
We did. Kind of quick podcast today, guys. Sorry, but we'll get back on it. Eddie's had a long week. I've had a pretty busy semester so far, so. But we'll get back on it, and it'll only get better from here.
Maybe not.
It'll get better.
I mean, this is my busiest month of work throughout the whole year, so I'm sorry, but I have to make money. Like, if I had to choose between making money and this podcast, I would make money 11 out of 10 times. So, as much fun as I have doing it.
Gotta make money. Well,
so
I work about 11 hours a day for no money. So
my pleasure.
If I worked 11 hours there, I'd make money.
If you guys haven't seen it, go watch this video on these black dudes making fun of Chick-fil-A employees. I sent to Carson.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's by the YouTubers. Their name is RDC World 1. They're funny. I know that Nick would like it. Because they make anime videos all the time. But yeah, they make fun of Chick-fil-A workers. It's quite a laugh. But I think that's it for today.
Yeah, guys, I think that's it. Hopefully this podcast will be posted soon.
I'm not going to edit this one. I'm just going to put it with the picture and upload it, so it's not going to have music. But
So we should play some music? No, I'm just kidding.
You could if you wanted. But it takes so much time, and last time literally the only reason it didn't work is I honestly don't know, but it wouldn't accept my edited version of it. It wouldn't accept it in the file thing. So I don't know. I just don't want people to cry at me if it doesn't work again. So
yeah, just get it uploaded. It's already Thursday, so we'll just put it on there, and then next week we'll rebound and we'll get back on it.
Next week it will be on Thursday. Promise.
But at least,
or Wednesday. I mean, it'll be uploaded Thursday.
At least we haven't skipped a week yet.
You're right.
Been on there, so we're doing what we can. And I don't know if half the league even listens to this, so.
Nope. Probably not.
We do it for the real fans.
Someone sent me a picture and was like, "Where are the episodes?" And I think it was Nick Robinson. And he, out of the 4 episodes we've had, he's listened to the whole episode 4, and then the other 3 he just listened to 20 minutes of them. So.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? But all right.
We're here. We're doing our job. But all right, guys. Peace out till next week. Don't have much to say to you douchebags, but
see you later, douchebags.